This morning I want to talk to you briefly about praying for children, praying for our children and praying for the children in our city and our community. Our children are perhaps our greatest gift from God, and it's right that we pray for them. And I want to encourage you, if you're a parent or a grandparent or a great parent, continue to pray for your children. Never grow discouraged. Don't allow yourself to be discouraged in any way, but keep on praying and asking and knocking and to the Lord that he would bless your children and the children you know and the children that you love, but also the children you don't know down at the local school. This week we are praying as a church for a Marewa school, and I also want to talk about how to pray for a whole school. When you go past a school, I'm trying to get in the habit of always praying for that school and the children of that school and the staff and that whole school community to be blessed and to thrive before God. How do we pray then? How do we pray for our children? Pray for the grace of God upon them. So many epistles end with that farewell, with the grace of Christ or the grace of God be with you. Pray the grace of God over your children and your grandchildren, the children in the local school. Pray for them to hear the gospel and be able to respond to it, that God would give them freedom to respond to that gospel. Pray for the children to have purpose and hope. And Lord, that they would be treated with kindness and they would learn how to treat other people with kindness. Pray for their parents to give them wise and gracious boundaries. Pray for their intellect and their creativity and their imagination to thrive. Pray for great friends for them. Friends are so important, and praying for your kids' friends and your grandchildren's friends and for good friends for your grandkids is just so important. Pray for their health. Pray for their sleep. Pray for their emotional well-being as well as their spiritual well-being, and pray over their security, that they would know and be safe. Pray for sports and hobbies and interests where they can flourish, and pray that they can be competitive in a really positive way. Remember that your prayers are not limited by time. So pray that their past will not damage them, that anything from the past, that they would not be wounded by it. And so pray into their past, and they would be healed and restored. Pray for their present, that it would bless them, and pray for their future, that it would be rich and that it would be full of dreams and purpose and filled with people that will bless them and love them. Pray for their relationships with people, and that to learn to relate really well with other people of all kinds of cultures and ages and generations, that they would become good communicators. Pray that they can have joy and be silly and have fun. Pray for good games. Pray for their protection against COVID-19 and all its effects. Pray that they would laugh. Pray that they would grow good character and integrity and learn to honour other people. Pray that they would learn to be generous. I'll never forget being in a tiny little early education centre in South Africa, and in a slum area, an informal village area, and in the little kindy, the kids were given a biscuit or a piece of a biscuit. And the first thing they did, every single time, every child took their biscuit, they broke it in half and gave it to the kid next to them, half to the kid next door. And that these kids had nothing. Pray for a generosity of spirit to fill our children. Encourage you, never give up. Keep on praying, keep on blessing, keep on bringing your children and the children you love and your children of your community before God, and cry out for blessing and mercy upon them all.